Good morning and welcome to. Go ahead, Royce. Now that I've added you on here, sorry.
You're good, man. Good morning, everybody. It's way too early to be yelling.
Is it? Come
I
on,
don't
you
know.
can do better than that.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
mean,
game day. Come on.
it is. That's fair. It's SanAntonio FC game day. It's last preseason game of the preseason. Pretty excited about it. But I'm not gonna. I'm not bringing the energy today. Hopefully, after the game, we'll be energized. But it's early. Peek behind the curtain. It's early, so we're trying to get through here. But we're going to try to do these. We're going to make our best effort to do these. These are going to be a little preview show, so you can listen in your car on your commute to Toyota Field before the games. We're
Or
gonna
after, if you want. After and then
or
you can
after,
decide.
and exactly you can do. Listen to our preview of and then go through your post-mortem and see if our predictions were right or wrong, because one of our little segments here is going to be predictions. So but
Not today, though. Not today, though.
well, no, we'll have a prediction.
Well, I guess we can.
It's going to be goofy. It's not going to make sense, but we'll have a prediction. But definitely let us know. Reach out to us if this is something that you guys would listen to, if you're interested. We're going to try to provide it. It stinks getting up early, especially on a Saturday. So
come on, be honest. You're already up.
I didn't say I wasn't. What I did say is I got yard work to do, and I need to piss off my neighbors by getting my leaf blower going at 7 a.m. But it is what it is. But yeah. So Harry, take it away with the actual preview, with actual meat and potatoes of this little show we got going.
So normally, how we hope to do this is have a little bit of information on who we are playing, their records, possible lineups. With us playing Houston Dynamo 2, Dino Dos, as Matt likes to call. And speaking of Matt, hey, let me unmute you. All right.
Boo. Boo.
There you go. Welcome, Dynamo Matt, our representative. Are you not going to support Team Messi in Houston? I still think you should have sold the tickets, my friend.
He should have sold them to me. He should have sold them to me.
So, but no, like I said here, Matt's season ticket member of Houston Dynamo and SAFC, one of the leaders of FTC. So we give him crap for being Houston Matt for that here, but
deservedly so.
But to be full disclosure, I did sign up for the Surge for it here because I do try to support at least one MLS supporters group. I've supported Los Verdes in the past. I haven't supported Austin Anthem. I still can't get over them initially being the supporters group that killed our MLS dreams. They're good guys, don't get me wrong, but Matt Cardoni's brother is part of them, so lots forgiven, but haven't purchased anything from them or supported them in a financial way. And DBG, Dallas Beer Gardens. I think it's what they're called.
Beer Guardians.
Guardians. But yes, I've supported all three at certain times of recent years. So, but this year, the Surge is the selected individual. So Matt will be picking up a kit from me that they offered, which was a pretty good looking kit. But we're not here to talk about my attire. I reached out to Old Soccer Guy, who does a podcast for the Dynamo. I think it's Foxtrot. Foxtrot, who do a good job. And they also came out with the Dash related one as well, if you're into women's soccer as well. And they do a really good job with that. He mentioned that Philip Andrade will be playing for Dos. He was just announced earlier this week, which I saw. Andy Batia should be playing. He's a left winger, was on the U20 Colombian team. Core pieces, Diego Gonzalez is in the central midfield set. Sebastian Rodriguez is a homegrown defensive mid. And future keeper is Blake Gillingham. Or no, we lost second year, or we lost 2-year starter Javier Valdez, and Blake Gillingham is Dynamo's third keeper just out of Creighton. But he did mention that Steven Anor, forward, is returning for second season, and he does have a senior team contract. So expect him to put up some numbers. So he's, as far as for forwards, he's the one that they probably have to look out for. And then he also is able to dribble and take stuff on there. So not a lot that we have for the Dynamo. They don't give out a lot of information, just being in MLS Next Pro as a second team for that here. The game is scheduled here in San Antonio. We don't know the time. Matt, anything? I don't know if you know much about Dynamo 2. I know they played Austin FC 2. I think I've seen chatter on there. I don't remember who won or lost because it really doesn't matter. But Dynamo Dos last year was pretty competitive, if memory serves me correct. I think they beat us in preseason, right? So, in the final match. So,
to be fair, though, who didn't beat us last year? So there's that.
Yeah. So, but no, like I said here, I don't know what to take from this. I guess here's my question. Well, first, Matt, any thoughts on Dynamo Dos? I'm trying to see Houston Dynamo. What was it? Is Omar Gray? He's still listed. If it's Kenny Bundy's the coach.
Did he go back? Because Omar Gray was with us last season, but I guess
no. But he was only with us on loan for the last little bit.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he was alone. I was hoping to get him back, but because he seemed pretty decent. But yeah, as of yet, has not had anything on there.
SanAntonio FC injury bug that we see every not really.
So Matt, you saw the game for it here. Royce unfortunately was busy for that here. Your thoughts? I know we already kind of talked about it on the show earlier this week, but your thoughts of what you'd like to see, or actually, hold on, before we go there, let me do Jonathan's, because he did release some stuff on here. Oh, no, 1 second here. So Jonathan wrote a few notes from SAFC media availability with Coach. Last result last week was good, and results are the focus now. SAFC needs to retain the ball better. Nonetheless, happy with the team's efficiency in attack and sturdiness in defense. Jonathan went on to say wants more possession and chance creation against Houston Dynamo 2 in tomorrow's final preseason. They're still waiting on Luis Paredes to join the team. Healthy competition in preseason, still a few starting spots up for grabs. And of course, Jonathan says he doesn't plan to write a laundry list of takeaways each week, but he wasn't doing a preview for this week here. But any thoughts on the media availability from our great Jonathan JCheck?
And it's up to y'all. I don't know if they're played from the back to the front, or if they're from.
I think we lost Matt. So the answer to the question was that they are playing more from the back to the front, but they're still being direct in select opportunities.
I don't think they're being very direct. I think so. What we're used to with Marcina ball, and the difference between from what I saw in the game on Saturday between Marcina ball and Yamosa ball is Marcina was very direct, very high press, kind of like a Jurgen Klopp gegenpress where it was all out, just put pressure on the ball no matter what, try to win it back, and then kick it up to your forwards. And really what that is a very demanding way of playing, and it needs two things. It needs a very organized press, and that was an issue last season, is when we try to press, we just left the whole side of the field open, and it was very easy to cut us open. And the other thing it needs are very fast and very athletic ball-winning forwards, and we really lacked that as well last season. So we're missing two of the main ingredients for that to work, and it obviously didn't work last season. Yamosa ball is more they don't mind giving up the ball. They don't mind being out of possession. There wasn't a lot of press. There were some pressing triggers that were pretty obvious, where they would wait for a certain player to get the ball in a certain position, and then they would go press. But they were more standoffish without the ball. They were fine not having possession. In possession, they would ping it around a lot. A lot of passing going backwards to try to create space. A lot of space created, as we saw with the two goals, where there were a couple passes that would just unlock El Paso's defense. And SAFC would find a runner, and in the first goal, it was off a rebound where they found a runner. Rebound comes up, Pacheco puts it in. And then the second goal was Jake LaCava finding a lot of space on the wing after SAFC kind of unlocked El Paso, and then LaCava with a really clever finish there on the side. So Yamosa ball seems a lot more patient. It seems a lot more calculated. And it's going to take a lot of organization. It's going to take a lot of chemistry for that to happen. So early on in the season, we'll see how it goes. So far in the preseason, it's looked okay. And once again, we'll see how it goes against Houston Dynamo 2 in today's match, which I'm assuming is at noon. Normally the preseason matches are at noon, but we never really heard a time, so who knows?
Yeah, to me, it's going to be a lot different, to me, as far as for Matt saying, are they going to work from the back? I do think that they're going to work from the back. But as we saw with LaCava's goal, if they see an opportunity to attack more directly, they will take it. And LaCava showed that he has the speed and the strength. And to be honest with you, the soccer knowledge to be able to see where the goalkeeper was and to be able to put it on frame. Because I think everybody in the stands was like, thought it was a cross. And it wasn't a cross. It was an actual shot.
Yeah, so. beat the goalkeeper short side. Yeah, which is kind of a sin on the goalkeeper's part. But like I said, it was a very clever play by LaCava.
So, but yeah, like I said, I think to me the biggest difference that I saw that I kind of want to that I would like to see a little bit different is the difference in formations. When they were in the 4-3-3 in the first half, I thought they looked a little bit more explosive, and they were up 1-0, and then because they had both Jake and Pacheco up top, and then in the second half they switched to a 4-4-2 where they dropped them two back and put Jorge back on top. So
the second half it was they were a 4-4-2 not for long. Whenever they started subbing and actually switching out, they went to a 5-3-2, and that didn't look very organized in the midfield. The backline did their job, but midfield conceded a lot of possession at the end of the match and kind of let El Paso have their way, which I don't think that was supposed to be a design of that formation. I think they're supposed to be stronger in the middle. That's why you got 3 guys there to plug everything up, but you also had 5 in the back to cover for them. That needs more work, and I want to see a little bit more work if they're going to go late in the game. If they have a lead to that 5-3-2, that obviously needed quite a bit of work, and I hope Yamosa's staff saw that because it was all El Paso all the time in the last 15-20 minutes whenever they subbed the starters out and they started with that formation. So that'll be something to watch for, to see if they got a bit more training and a bit more time in that formation to get used to it. But the 4-3-3, very obvious. That's the bread and butter. That's what they started with. They look great in that formation. It's just a secondary. We'll see what happens, and we'll see if we even get word of any formation changes with the commentary today. So
Was there ever a 3-back?
Yeah,
No.
Yeah. It was a 5-back. We had 3 center backs in the back, and we had what's his
Your wingers just hanging there?
So you had Juan Osorio ended up being the right back, and then you had who was out on the right, kind of tuck in when Shannon subbed out. You had another center back. So you had Alexis, you had Tainer, and you had
Swahe.
It wasn't Cronali. I can't.
Swahe.
Well, I mean, Swahe is Alexis. It's the same guy. But you ended up having 3 in the back, and then you had Osorio as the right back, and then
because the second half it looked like just a flat 3-back, but then what me and Chris Cox were saying that 2 would come back when needed.
Yeah, and that was
that created the 5-back.
Right, so that creates the 5-back. When you have the lead, you're going to go more of a 5-back, and you have 3. So in Marcina ball, when you're going forward, if you have the lead, then that's going to be the 3-5-2. But whenever you're out of possession, those 2 come back, and it's a 5-3-2. And like I said, they didn't have a lot of possession in that second half in that formation, so it just ended up being a 5-3-2. So, but like I said, that needed work. But
it was Alex Cronali that came in for.
Did Cronali come in? I wasn't sure Cronali came in.
Yeah,
so
he was the one that came in.
People were asking if we're still playing that Marcina ball because of Jake's goal. I mean, I don't see it. It was just a good kick.
He just broke their line. That's all that happened. We kind of lulled them to sleep. They brought their left back in to try to pinch to get more possession. Jake out. He just ran around the guy. Yeah. He just found all the space, and that's what.
So are we playing from the back more now?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, we're playing from the back more, and it's a bit more organized. It's not 2 or 3 passes between center backs, and then Tainer just lofts it up over everybody to try to find it's a lot more organized than it was. It's a lot more thoughtful than it was. But yeah, we're playing out of the back more with a, dare I say, a more organized thought of intention of what they want to do with the ball rather than just kind of pinging it over everybody. So, but we'll see what happens in this match. I think it's about time we wrap this up. I think we're pretty much out of what we were going to talk about. But like I said, reach out to us.
Well, what's your predictions?
Yeah, oh, that's right. So we'll do predictions, and then we'll kind of wrap it up. So I'm going to go another 2-1 win SAFC. Harry?
I'll go 2-2 draw.
Another 2-2 draw, okay. And Matt?
You know you're going Dynamo Dose, man.
No, I'm not. I'm with Harry. 2-2.
So you're going 2-2 draw again?
Yeah.
Gross. Okay. Well, looks like I'm the only fan of SAFC here, so that's cool.
I just don't think I just think that you're not going to see a lot of the starters. I think you're going to see some of the front
trialists.
You're going to see
kind of the trialists,
the trialists, the because they still haven't put the academy kids in yet.
Sure.
As far as because I'm assuming there will be some signed academy kids. I think you're going to see them. We didn't see them at all last week, which was kind of odd.
I thought they went in.
No, academy kids. They have not announced any academy kids.
There were like two or three trialists.
But no trialist made it in last week.
Yeah, they did.
No, they don't.
No.
There was a trialist on the left wing. No,
there wasn't.
Yes, there was. 100%. A trialist made it in. I guarantee it. Because I did not recognize the guy, and I asked who it was, and I got zero answers. There was a trialist. 100%.
I disagree with you, but...
okay, you're going to disagree with facts. Okay, well...
That's not. I think the person that you didn't realize was Alex Grieve.
No, it definitely was not Alex Grieve. Look, nothing like Alex Grieve. Let's see.
But was it the sub goalie also a trialist?
That one may be, but did they sub Sanchez?
I thought they did.
I don't think they sub Sanchez.
No.
Oh, I thought they did. My bad.
But
no.
Like for me, like I said here, 2-2. I'll give the Dynamo. I just think they're going to be testing a little bit more this game with the final week and playoff or not, starting positions will be given an opportunity to those for that here. So, but no, 2-2. Hopefully next week we'll. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me say one more thing because I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. You're Team Messi.
Boo.
Keep a lookout on the premier SAFC fan page. They're going to let them know about the tailgate, and then I put out info to see our checks. So there's those two out there, and then I think that's about it.
So I'll have you on midweek. You and I will do a show because my goal for this is, and Royce has been saying, hey, we need to kind of shorten the shows. So we're going to be kind of doing these half-hour-ish shows for pregame. I have a feeling the Sunday recap show will probably be half hour, 45 minutes-ish for that here. But during the week, I would like to do kind of a USL in general show where we go over. But for this week here, where we may go over, just like the, what to expect for the tailgate type stuff coming up with you and maybe Stuart. See if we can get Stuart on capped as well here for that here. But to me, like I said here, instead of trying to cram everything into one show on Sunday, we're going to do a Saturday morning show around 8-ish, maybe a little bit early, maybe a little bit later for it here. I'm okay with doing it earlier, for it here. And then it's going you'll have in your feed for the drive-in or through there or on YouTube. As always, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. And then after the Sunday show will be kind of just the recap. What the heck happened, yays or boos. And then maybe a show kind of midweek with the USL, recap of the week and, just to kind of go like that. That probably focuses a little bit more heavily on the West, just because that is our conference that we're going to be in. But Royce, final thoughts. I know Matt's going to be off to see
the orange team play the Victoria's Secret team. Yep.
Yes. So for that here, so like soccer's back, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
If you have the opportunity, go out and support high school. I know I'm going to go out after this and see Jay and MacArthur, Coach Kano and the J girls in the 5A28 match. But I know there's a few others that are going on, including Piper and Smithson Valley at 6:30 tonight because they have power going out. I think it's at Smithson Valley, so that'll be a big one. going on. I know there's state finals, I think, next week for that here in the Alamo. You got Harlan, you got Brennan. I think I saw another team as well. So, but there's going to be some local San Antonio flavor. And if you get the opportunity, the kids from Brennan on fire, especially the point guard that's going to the University of Houston.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that might be one of those players that will be generational here. Talking about local legends for high school, and we talk about in football and basketball, and even soccer. That kid from Brennan, pretty good.
That kid's unbelievable. I saw highlights of his. Ridiculous. Absolutely.
So, but just support if you can. Any other final thoughts there?
Not at all. Go SAFC. Hopefully we stay injury free. We get a good result. We get some chemistry. We get some fitness. And just looking forward to next week's home opener. That's it.
All right. We're going to be out. What's Life Without Goals? And we'll see. Oh, just also let you know.
Psych.
Tomorrow afternoon, because we didn't get an opportunity to do the high school show this week because Rafa was out, and there was 3 high school games. AJ went to club practice. Tomorrow afternoon, Rafa and I will be going over the brackets for the high school, or standings and possibly brackets for the high school, because we're about 2 weeks left in the regular season. So tune in tomorrow afternoon at some point, and then tomorrow night we'll be having the SAFC Fancast recap of the Houston Dynamo. What's life? We're out. What's
Life Without Goals? We're